people see the GoPro more, and I think people are a little bit more hesitant.
Hey everyone, I am Dan.
I'm Elisa.
And this is our JRPGLife. So we're going to talk about a few things today. First of all, channel update. Second of all, what we've been playing, what we're looking forward to. And then finally, let's talk about garage sales and how things have changed. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you are new here, please subscribe to our channel. And if you want to see more of this, go check out our other stuff. And if you want to see when we post new stuff, click on that bell notification. We would really appreciate it. It's the best way to support us. So let's talk about the channel. First of all, we just recently hit 30,000 subscribers, which is a huge number. We never thought we'd hit that soon. So thank you all very much.
Thank you.
A lot of it's because of our short videos. We're going to be honest. We have kind of two identities right now. People know us as game hunters and 3DS players and Vita players on our long form videos.
Yeah.
And then our short form videos, if you haven't seen them, make sure you tune into them. We talk about some fun arguments. It's all in fun. Please don't take it seriously. It's meant to be satire.
Yes.
There are a lot of them. We post one a week, usually Tuesday or Wednesday. For those of you that maybe are watching this for the first time that came from the short videos, welcome. We are a gaming couple.
Yes.
We play video games together and collect video games together. As for the future of the channel, well, there's going to be a couple things. First of all, we're going to continue to do game hunting. The SoCal Retro Gaming Expo is coming up.
Yep, very soon.
Very soon. And we're going to be there. We're going to do 3DS hunting. We got a lot of other things planned. We're going to see some friends, do some shopping. It's going to be great.
If you see us there, don't be shy. Come up and say hi.
Yes, please do. We love talking to people about video games and just share your pickups, you know, that kind of stuff. That's what it's all about, ultimately. So let's talk about what we've been playing. So why don't you start?
So I finished up playing Grandia 2. This was my first time playing through it. And it's it's had high expectations for this game. I did enjoy it, but I think they could have done more with the port for it. I had some audio issues with it. Mm-hmm. There would be speaking and subtitles that were like way off. Like I don't mean like a little bit. I'm meaning like a good 30 seconds of like audio delay.
But overall, you enjoyed the game.
I did. If I had to like rank Grandia 1 or Grandia 2, I'd prefer Grandia 1 over the second one. The second one was still a great game. I would still recommend playing through it any way you can.
Awesome. What else have you been playing?
I started the grand saga of Legend of Heroes, and first part is Trails in the Sky. It's actually 3 chapters, but we only got a physical release on the first chapter in the United States. Mm-hmm. So I finished this one.
And it was?
Awesome.
Awesome. Great.
And chapter 2 is a direct follow-up to this. As soon as you beat this game and you start up chapter 2, there's actually a teaser for chapter 2. Mm-hmm. And it leaves off directly where it ended. And they've already added more to the battle elements, which is great, and a little bit more creature features. What I gotta say about like this game is I was amazed by the map system. Like, I don't know about you, but when I play an RPG, like, it drives me crazy when there's not good maps and I can't figure out where I'm going. There's like 3 layers of maps.
That's phenomenal.
To go through.
Very important when you're running around towns and dungeons and maps and everything.
You can just hold a button and it'll tell you what street you're on.
That's awesome.
It's bananas. But anyways, I finished this up playing chapter 2, which I'm actually playing digitally on the Vita because that's the only way to play it, is the Steam Deck and the Vita in the States. Otherwise, other ways.
Other ways. But, speaking of Steam Deck, we picked one up. And we picked it up so that, a couple reasons. It's not just for that game. One of the main reasons is you like to play portably.
Yes.
So if you want to play the third installment, you have to play it on Steam.
Yeah, so chapter 3 of this first beginning part of the series, the first trilogy,
officially
is only available on Steam right now. There's other ways you could play it, but there's no physical copy currently.
So those are the games you're playing right now?
Yeah.
Okay. She plays a couple RPGs in over the span of a few months. I just rotate through genres consistently. So I tend to play a lot more games than she does, but I'm going to go through really quick what I've been playing. So, I recently beat 2 games. Sonic Frontiers and Wind Waker. So this one I really, really wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it would be. Is it Breath of the Wild? No. Is it closer than I thought? Yeah.
Is it Sonic Breath of the Wild?
It's probably as close as we're ever going to get. So the open world is a little too open, but there's still a lot to find. The combat is pretty smooth. The boss fights, it's too much, a little bit too much of the quick time actions, which is, it's fine. There's a lot of epic things that happen. You're fighting bosses that are 500 times bigger than you. It is cool to run around really fast in the world, and it does make sense to, and they built the world around it really well. And I kind of wanted to platinum this, and then I realized that I do want to just jump on to the next game. So that's one symbol about it. I would say it's about an 8 out of 10 though. If you like Breath of the Wild and you're a decent fan of Sonic, play it. Now, on the other hand, I decided to play Wind Waker. I wanted to jump into another Zelda. This is officially my least favorite Zelda game I've ever played. Yeah. I don't know if I can put my finger on it. The graphics don't bother me.
Yeah.
The combat's a little clunky. Now here's the thing. The GameCube era wasn't the best for cameras. It wasn't the best for what they've done nowadays. Obviously things have gotten better. So that's part of it. And the game was fun. I enjoyed it. We beat it and moved on. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm saying it's probably my least favorite amongst the Zelda games.
Yeah.
I will not play this game again.
No.
But that's okay. It'll still sit around and do its thing.
The music was great, and I thought as a couple enjoying the experience of you playing it, like I thought it had a cute little story to it.
Yeah.
I like that the characters were all kind of kids, for the most part, and it was like the adults were kind of the problem.
Yeah, as it is in real life.
The kids are having to clean up what the older generation screwed up.
Yeah. And then what I'm playing right now, so 3 things specifically. Just beat Grounded, by the way, but I've been playing that game for like 120 hours now. Absolutely love it. It's on Xbox Games Pass. Beat it, but then I realized that there's a better ending available if we beat an optional boss, so I've gone back to grinding. I probably got another 20 hours or so of grinding to be able to beat that boss. There's a lot to it. I got to beat Black Widows over and over again and farm certain items, but I'm enjoying every bit of it.
Yeah, you're trying to get the best ending out of it now.
Great game though, seriously. If you have 3 friends and you want to play online, that's the game to play in my opinion. Just drop you on a map and go.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And you're playing that on Xbox.
Xbox Games Pass, yeah. So I am playing a couple things. First of all, Mother 2, I'm actually playing on the Amber Mother 3.
Right.
And I'm starting to, so I love Earthbound, one of my favorite games of all time. I'm starting to realize why they didn't port it yet to the US.
Yeah.
It has some things.
Some topics are very controversial nowadays.
And the way that they fan translated some of these were appropriate, and I think there are ways they could rebuild this game to release in the US. There really are some things they could do to make it happen. So there have to be some changes of some very specific, those of you who have played the game or know about it know what I'm talking about, but there are some controversial things going on in it.
Yeah, if they do ever bring it out, it's going to have to be censored in a few different storylines.
Yeah, censored or just completely change the topic of what they're talking about.
Or just cut out.
Yeah. And lastly, one other game I'm playing, this one's a hidden gem, and I gotta tell you, if you are a fan of Slay the Spire, like I am, the game is phenomenal. You need to play this game. So, this is called Super Bullet Break. Super Bullet Break is a very strange anime-styled rogue-like card game. The characters are a little bit fan servicey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
It's fine. I would say maybe PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13. They say some things that are a little like adult content-y-ish. But there's a lot of depth in this game. There are a lot of paths you can take. There are a lot of different ways you can build your deck. The way that you progress through each level makes sense. It is very challenging, and the difficulty spikes very fast. That might be because I'm not a good gamer. I don't know. Love this game. If you like roguelike, card-based games, pick up Super Bullet Break.
I haven't seen anybody talk about this game at all.
Yeah.
Like, we stumbled upon this at GameStop.
Yeah, we saw a big Switch box and we're like, oh, that's a cool special edition. It looks like anime-like. Let's just pick it up. And I looked at the back and said, deck building strategy roguelite. I said, oh, deck building strategy roguelite.
That's all you needed to hear was deck building.
Yeah, and you're building your deck. You're actually building bullets, and what you're doing is you are a person that is trying to heal a computer game that has been invaded by viruses, and you're killing the viruses with bullets so that it can free up the game to be played again. Really interesting concept, and the viruses are not really viruses. They're just provocative women.
It's out there. It's in true anime style, like kind of a convoluted, storyline.
Yeah, but the gameplay is what it's all about. So check this game out if you haven't yet. What are we excited about?
Yeah.
There's stuff coming out this year. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of games, a lot of series coming out this year. Mm-hmm. I think there's two major things, right?
Yeah.
One of them is Tears of the Kingdom. Let's be honest. This game's going to be incredible. I'm going to sink a lot of time in it, and my body is ready.
How many years has it been since the first game came out on the Wii U?
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
And we bought this because I guess we needed an 8th Switch, but it looks phenomenal. We want it.
I mean, it's got gold and white on it.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
It's very cool. Nintendo, you got us. We bought another Switch.
Yeah.
Thanks.
We pre-ordered that.
Yeah. And you're excited about a different game.
Yeah, so I've been excited about this game for a while, if you know me at all. I really like Secret of Mana, and that's one of my favorite, like, old nostalgia games to play on the Super Nintendo, and I've been excited about this game that just came in the mail. It's Trinity Trigger, and I hear that the combat is very similar to Secret of Mana, except, good hitbox, so that helps.
That'd be nice.
But Daniel,
faster paced.
Daniel, my husband, is going to play co-op with me, couch co-op, because he loves me.
Yes. See, it's funny. Now, let me make this clear. She said I'm going to play this with her, not me saying she's going to play it with me, because this is her style game.
I want to play this. I want to play the storyline. I don't care if the storyline is like, mediocre. Yeah. I am so excited to play couch co-op with my husband, who I love. And
it's gonna be great.
I love couch co-op games when they're available, and when it's an action role-playing game. Like, I'm so excited about this. This game looks very cute. I love the art style of it. This Day 1 edition, of course, came with a 2-disc soundtrack.
That's why I picked it up.
And an art book. And we got it on PS5 because we're gonna play it on the big screen. So. Yeah.
We buy things on Switch if we have a chance of wanting to play it portably, but games like this we're going to play together. We're going to play it on the best possible graphics and fidelity setting we can.
I mean, it doesn't need, the PS5 to play it, because it's got, let's be honest, it's got kind of
PS3 graphics.
Yeah, maybe PS3 graphics, but it looks bright and vibrant. It looks like a Secret of Mana game, but in this era.
And as you can tell, we already love Xseed games, so it's going to be good. Yeah. And then one more game we're looking forward to playing is something that I was a little iffy about at first.
Yeah, I was a little worried.
Yeah, and that's Final Fantasy 16. The recent trailers and gameplay footage of that game made me very excited for it.
Yeah.
So I do want them to release a Final Fantasy that's like turn-based, classic style, maybe even 2D, make it a super long 2D Final Fantasy game, or 2.5D, sure.
Yeah.
But I also am kind of really getting into action RPGs.
Yeah.
And the combat in this looks really good. It looks like it has a lot of Ys 8 style combat techniques in it, which I loved.
It still kind of reminds me of The Witcher in the way that the world is set up, but that could just be they're setting up a very mature Final Fantasy game with Final Fantasy 16. So it looks very grown up. It looks amazing, of course. I just hope that it's got a better storyline than Final Fantasy 15.
Same. Finally, we need to talk about garage sales. Things have changed. The big topic is, have people like us ruined it for the rest of the world? Now, here's the thing. There's a couple different perspectives on this, right?
Yeah.
First of all, we don't go garage selling as much as we used to.
We can only go on Saturdays. We can't go on Fridays, Thursdays, because we got full-time 9-to-5 jobs.
And I do most of my editing on Saturdays.
Yeah, Daniel.
Sometimes 15-hour days of editing.
Yeah, it's a lot of his free time that he's not at work is spent editing videos.
Yeah. So that's a big deal. We have gone to, over the last couple months, we've probably spent about 6 days yard sailing. And amongst those days, only 2 of them were worthy of filming. And we record everything just in case something comes up, but we have a bunch of film we're not going to use. It's been rough. So are we to blame?
Maybe partially.
Yeah, I think so. Even though we're small, all the other garage sale YouTube channels out there that are way bigger than us, Froggy Flips, Part-Time Pickers, all those that are out there doing their job, doing a great job at yard sales. They're helping people learn how to get stuff for their collection.
Yeah.
And that's the big deal, is spreading the word and making sure everybody else can enjoy the process.
Yeah, we learned a long time ago watching big channels that did video game garage selling that, hey, we can go out and find cool stuff for a collection, and that's
why we did.
Why we have so many awesome games.
So the passion is passing. We learned from like Chase After the Right Price, CJR, those, and then some like Game Chasers as well.
Yeah.
What it's done is it's provided us this fantastic collection, and kind of hope that somebody else gets the same benefit out of it.
Yeah. So when we go to garage sales, it's going to be very, very difficult for us to find anything that we could pick up for a collection, because we kind of have almost the perfect collection at this point.
Yeah.
What we pick up is just going to be like very rare that we're going to be able to add something to our collection at this point.
So seasonality is a big deal across the country. You're going to see a lot of yard sales on the East Coast coming up right now. This is their warmer season. This is when they start.
Yep.
This is when our season dies off.
Yeah.
And this was not a good season for Arizona. Usually we could hit 30 to 40 to 50 yard sales in 4 to 5 hours. And this season, it's been, if we're lucky, we can find 20 in 6 hours. Another thing about garage sales is there's a lot of competition out there due to what we just talked about. A lot of more people becoming in the know, and that's great. We do find that the competition is going to get there before us, and that's okay. Sometimes we can't be out there at 6 a.m. Or sometimes we get out there at 6 a.m. and no one's set up yet.
Yeah.
And then we come back 30 minutes later and they're like, oh yeah, we just sold it.
Yeah, like
it's one of those things.
You basically have to take a gamble on, do you park and wait outside this garage sale and hope and pray that they have video games?
That this is the one that they're going to have video games.
Right.
It's tough.
We can't be everywhere at once, and that's just the way it is. A lot of the community sales that we've been seeing popping up start on Friday.
Yeah.
And
all the good stuff goes on Friday.
Yeah, you'll see in our last garage sale video that there was like, you just missed it. I sold it yesterday. We had sold it on Friday. Like we can't compete with the Friday garage sellers.
Yeah.
Like the Game Chasers say.
That's how game chasing go.
Yeah.
Thank you, YouTube, for providing us the ability to do what we did and build a collection for basically free for so long. We don't resell as much as we used to because we just don't have as much stuff as we used to. One thing we have kind of noticed, it's kind of weird, but we think more people are noticing the camera than before.
Yeah.
We're going to do some garage selling without a camera. And then if something pops up, she'll like covertly pull out her phone or something.
So I've noticed that people see the GoPro more, and I think people are a little bit more hesitant to like interact since there's a camera there. So we're gonna try just going to garage sales like we did before we did YouTube. And if we have something amazing, I'm just going to use my phone.
Yeah,
and
that means the footage
the
footage isn't going to be as incredible as it could be, but we're going to get something, and it's all about the finds anyway, so we're going to do that test and see what happens, and we'll let you know. In the end, what are your opinions about garage sales? Are YouTubers ruining it for others? Are they making it better for everyone? Comment below, we'd love to hear your opinion on that. And in the end, remember, the couple that plays together stays together. Take care, everyone. We will see y'all next time.